INTPs are philosophical thinkers who are enthralled by logic, systems, and design. They are fascinated with theory and seek out the universal law that governs all they observe. They strive to comprehend life's underlying themes in all of their complexity. INTPs are distant, analytical observers who, because they are so completely involved in thought, might appear indifferent to the world around them. They spend a lot of time in their minds, pondering ideas, creating connections, and trying to figure out how things actually work. This is why they are also known as the objective analyst. INTPs are generally stereotyped as being silent, dry, and even rude. Not only that, but they're also noted for being indecisive and for being easily distracted. But despite being condescending, sometimes insensitive, and absent-minded, INTPs happen to possess a lot of strengths that are extremely important and helpful in many ways. Today I'm talking about the top 7 impressive strengths INTPs have compared to others. Let's get into it. Welcome to Success for Breakfast, where I'm serving up brain food made simple. Hit that subscribe button to get daily videos created to give you the tools to level up your life. Kicking it off for us today, and the number 7 impressive INTP strength is they have a strong analytical ability. The INTP personality type is known for their strong opinions and ability to break down every single topic into smaller pieces and analyze each one of them with maximum precision, and then give out a thorough and well thought out answer. Several cognitive functions like introverted thinking play a giant role in this INTP strength. INTPs are known for their introverted nature, and instead of wasting their time talking about random stuff with people and getting even more distracted, they prefer to take their own time in researching stuff personally and peacefully. This is why whenever the time arrives, you will never see them asking random people for advice regarding their future or other decisions. They will personally do all the relevant research and weigh all the pros and cons and look at it from every angle at least twice before coming to a conclusion. This is also why they are extremely responsible and rarely blame other people for their decisions. They know that whatever decision they make will influence their life heavily. Therefore, they might as well be 100% responsible for it, instead of blaming it on others in the very rare occasion it goes wrong and their life is affected. The next INTP strength on our list today is they are very enthusiastic. Have you ever been surprised when you see your INTP friend going on about some movie? You know, that friend who regularly dodges human interaction as much as they possibly can and is never the one to speak loudly? Then why this sudden extrovertedness and enthusiasm? Despite being introverts and extremely protective of their personal space and stuff they love, whenever INTPs get comfortable and find something that actually piques their interest, it's impossible for them to contain their excitement and not obsess over it. Things like what other people might think of them, their urge to keep the things that they love to themselves, and hesitance go out the window. When the analyst finds their company is understanding, respectful, and cooperative, they are more than eager to share their interest and the things that they are enthusiastic about. This excitement makes them fun to be around, and if they are excited about a specific project or an idea, then there will be very little that can stop them from accomplishing their goals, making this a very valuable strength in life. Number 5 on today's list of impressive INTP strengths is they are not scared of criticism. If you think that you can crush the spirits and determination of your INTP friend by passing a mean comment about their cooking, clothes, or personality, you are never going to be successful. The INTP personality type is known for its steely determination and unbreakable spirit. As I mentioned earlier, INTPs are not interested in what other people think about them and rarely take the advice of random people when it comes to the personal aspects of their life. They prefer doing all of their research themselves, therefore they are not afraid of defending their choices and decisions. Due to being extremely analytical, they don't come to a conclusion unless they are 100% sure about it, so defending their decision isn't that hard. They are staunch believers of positive criticism and are never the ones to shed a tear over a mean comment. If they consider the criticism biased and unfair, they simply ignore it. But on the other hand, if the criticism is positive, constructive, and on point, they make sure to use it to their advantage and always love improvement. Their knack for self-improvement and personal growth gives them an advantage over the other MBTI personality types. Number 4 today is an INTP has a very creative imagination. Several cognitive functions like their extroverted intuition influence their imagination. An INTP might be shy when it comes to talking about their dreams in front of other people, but they are never scared to dream. The best thing about it is they don't have irrational hopes or unrealistic expectations. The dream of an INTP is like a map drawn by a top-notch analyst. Every step and move is thoroughly planned and 100% realistic. They love to think outside of the box and challenge norms. For outsiders, the ideas, imagination, and thought process of an INTP might seem unrealistic, but in reality, they love to pay attention to the minor details that are often overlooked by others. The thought process of an INTP starts from breaking down a big problem into tiny steps. They believe in taking baby steps. Despite their extremely impressive ability to see the bigger picture and not get discouraged at minor inconveniences, INTPs give great importance to the process and take it one step at a time because they believe that tiny drops add up to an entire ocean. If you've gotten some value from this video so far, please show your appreciation and hit that like button. That signals YouTube that you think other people could benefit from this video too. Starting our top 3 impressive INTP strengths is they are rarely disrespectful and quite open-minded. If you know someone to be extremely honest, there is always a fear in you that they might disrespect you at some point. This isn't exactly wrong, as honest people can be considered a little rude as they don't believe in people-pleasing at all and give away their first and most truthful thought without any filter. That first and truthful thought might be a little harsh for some people. However, INTPs have the unique quality of being truthful, respectful, and open-minded at the same time. They know how much effort it takes to go through the energy-sucking process of analyzing every detail before making a decision, and even if it might not be according to their liking, they don't unnecessarily criticize someone else. INTPs are open-minded, which is a great asset when it comes to learning new things and pursuing new opportunities. While others may be caught focusing on facts and things that have been proven, INTPs appreciate taking a fresh look at things. INTPs are open to a wide range of ideas and are capable of thinking creatively. They don't need to follow rules to employ logic and reason. Instead, they are willing to consider possibilities that no one else has considered. Of course, when the INTP realizes the path isn't proving to be rational, they will back off, but that doesn't mean they won't attempt it. This is what allows them to discover new facts and ideas, and it is unquestionably a natural strength of the INTP. In the runner-up spot in number 2 today is INTPs are extremely independent. INTPs, having a dominant introverted thinking function, are exceedingly self-sufficient and independent. As a result, being stuck in a toxic relationship is incredibly unusual. INTPs are aware of when to leave and when to stick up for themselves. If you are an INTP, you believe in making rational and logical decisions, and for someone who is a staunch believer of logic backing up every decision, cutting off toxic and unfair relationships isn't that much of a problem. Due to their habit of never relying on the opinion and advice of other people, they don't let themselves get affected by others either. They have their own ideas and interests and are willing to go against the grain to achieve what they have set their mind to. When it comes to personal growth, they don't believe in societal norms. They are rarely hesitant when it comes to being visible in a crowd and making themselves heard. This is why most people think that they are dry or rude and not that interactive or flexible. They are extremely precise in conveying their thoughts, ideologies, and concepts. Being this determined and independent is a strength, although not everyone will appreciate this about an INTP. Topping our list in the number 1 impressive strength of an INTP is their ability to see the bigger picture. You will never see your INTP friend beating themselves over failing a test. Instead, they will think of it as an opportunity to improve themselves and a great way to know about their shortcomings. INTPs are extremely logical and analytical, no doubt about it, but that doesn't mean that they are pessimists. They believe in looking at the bigger picture. This helps them to minimize the hurt caused by minor losses that happen now and then and prepare themselves for future challenges. They consider their life as a puzzle, and every event, whether it's positive or negative, is considered as a piece of the puzzle. Everyone knows that a puzzle is not complete even if a single piece is missing, so a few hurdles in the way of an INTP only make them stronger. Each person has their own special skills and abilities, although we aren't always aware of them. Some of these skills may go unnoticed since they're not the more evident talents that we expect to see in people. INTPs have a lot of amazing skills and unusual qualities, but they don't often show them off or even acknowledge them. They can be quite hard on themselves, and as a result, they aren't always the best at appreciating their own accomplishment and amazing abilities. INTPs have a lot of strengths. The tricky part is convincing them to believe in themselves. You've got this, now go get it done. Grab yourself some more brain food to help you level up your life and click on one of the videos on your screen right now.